कार्योपाधिरयं जीवः कारणोपाधिरीश्वरः कार्यकारणतां हित्वा पूर्णबोधो वशिष्यते. Paramatma Tattva, Brahma, Indriyaditi on its own, that is Vastutaha, is Anishatma, not even Ishvara. Now, how is it so? In what? That is, its true nature it is Akhanda Bodha, Purna Bodha, nothing but knowledge principle. But due to Upadhi, it appears as Jiva and Ishvara. So, Ayam Karyopadhi. So, Ayam means this Parameshwaraha, Paramatma, Brahma Tattva, Atma Tattva. Karyopadhi, having the Karyopadhi, Antakarnadi Upadhi, the gross body and the subtle body which contains Antakarna. So, having that, Jivaha Bhavi, it becomes the Jiva. The same Paramatma, Karanopadhi, Karanopadhi is Maya. With respect to Maya Upadhi, the creative power. Ishvaraha Bhavit, so becomes the Ishvara. But in reality, it is like this. Karya Karanatam Hitva. That is the statuses of Jiva and Ishvara or Parameshwara or Paramatma Brahma Tattva is from the standpoint of these two types of Upadhis. In its own standpoint, Karya Karanatam Hitva, having given up the Upadhi, Karya Upadhi and Karya Karana Upadhi, that is status of being endowed with Karya and Karana. Karya Karanatam means the statuses of being endowed with Karya Upadhi and Karana Upadhi having given up, means without these two Upadhis. What is it? Hitva, giving up, abandoning. Purna Bodhaha avashishyati. What remains is Purna Bodha. Purna Bodha means nothing but knowledge principle, Chaitanya Tattva, pure awareness principle, that alone remains. Just as see, electricity is electricity. With 25 watt bulb it is what? As dim lamp. With 1000 watt bulb it is bright and brilliant. But in reality, you give up the upadhi of bulbs, it is nothing but electricity only. So also, Parameshwar Tattva, that all pervasive Chaitanya Tattva, the awareness principle Tattva, from the individual upadhi appears as Jiva, from total upadhi of Maya appears as Ishvara. In reality, not Ishvara, it is nothing but Chaitanya Tattva, Brahma Tattva only. Now, Antaha, what is that Ananta? Akshaya, Asthiraha, let us see. Desha Kalad Vastu Tasya Paricheda Vivarjanat Anantopakshaya Bhavad Akshayo Chalanasiraha Deshat Kalad Vastu Tasya Paricheda Vivarjanat Anantaha. Put a comma, the sentence is over. Apakshaya bhavat kshaya. Another sentence over. Achalanat sthiraha. Why is Ananta Dham Tattva, Rameshwara Tattva, Paratma Tattva? Why Ananta? Because it is so. Deshat Kalad Vastutasya Paricheda Vardhana. Paricheda is Parichinnata, limitation. What type of limitation? Desha Parichinnata, Kala Parichinnata, Vastu Parichinnata. I hope you know. Should I explain? Somebody says, no, we don't know. Something that is in a particular place, in that is space-wise limitation. A given thing is at one place and not other. You are now where? Mahabaleshwar, not in Bombay. You are Parichindana. So like this is not so. And when you go to Bombay, you are not here in Mahabaleshwar. You would like to be at both places. But what can you do? You can't keep one place, one foot there and one foot here. You can't. Possible, you would have done it. It is not possible. I'm not talking riding on two horses, that's different. So, space-wise limitation there. Kalataha, every object in the created world, anything and everything in the created world is limited by time. At some time it is, the other time it is not there. This Kala Parichita. Vastutaha, Vastutaha Parichita is a given thing is not the other thing. Everything is limited by other things. So that is what the limitations are not there in that. So it is called as Anantaha. Anantaha, the one who is limitless. Antata is Paricheda, which is not there. These three types of limitations are not there. And these are the three types of limitations which cast innumerable other limitations. But basically these are the main limitations. Why Akshayaha? Apakshaya Abhava. Apakshaya, waning is not there. Deterioration is not there. It always put us always the same without change whatsoever. Apakshaya Abhavat Akshaya. It has no Kshaya, it has no waning, it has no deterioration. It is Stiraha. Why? Achalanat Stiraha. Chalana, movement is not there. Movement can be forward. That which is Deshataha Parichinna has got movement. So all pervasive Chaitanya Rupa Paramatma cannot have any movement because to move, one has to move from one place where one is to other place where one is not. This is Sarvyapi. So therefore, Achalana, there being no Chalana Valana in that, it is Stiraha. Nityaspurtya Shashvatoyam Ajo Janmadivarjanat Swatantro Naparadhinaha Swamahimneva Tishtati Ayam Nityaspurtya Shashvataha Janmadivarjanat Ajaha Swatantra na paradhinaha swamahimni eva tishat. Four words are different. I am means I am Paramatma, this Brahma, Shashvata. Why? Nitya Spurtya. The nature of Nitya Spurti. Spurti here is the very knowledge principle, Jnapti Tattva. The knowledge principle, Jnapti Tattva. So, it is Nitya Spurti, not Jnapti Tattva. Not sometimes coming and going. For example, Indriya will give you the knowledge of the Vishya, but not all the time. When they are in contact with the sense object backed up by the mind. Otherwise not possible. This is not itself. Itself is nothing but Nitya, the very knowledge principle. So therefore it is called as Shashata. All the time it is there in its own true nature, that is knowledge principle. Again, Janmadi Varjanat Ajaha. So this Paramatma doesn't have Janma. Janma Adi for all Sharikara. Janma Asti Asti Jayati Asti Vardhati Viparnamate Pakshayate Vinashati. Janma Marana is not there for which therefore it is Ajaha, unborn. It is Swatantra. Why? Na paradhina, not dependent on anything else. It is independent. So, actually, what do you mean by independent? Not dependent on anything. Our country is independent since when? 50 years. Are we truly independent? How much loan is there? How much you have borrowed? Those who are given, will they keep quiet? They will bring pressure of this and that, then you are what? Are you independent? I think tradition has come, other freedom struggle has to be launched. From what standpoint? From all the loans that has been taken. Of course, when money is not sufficient, it is not that only remedy is to borrow it. One can cut the expenses. That is not done. Borrow. So they come for a few years, make money and go. So independent. Real Swatantrata is what? Not depending on anyone else. So that here, Swatantra, not dependent on even Maya. Maya is such creative power, not dependent on that. On the contrary, Maya depends on Paramatma. Swatantraha na paradhinaha, not dependent on others. Swamahimni eva tishtati. It abides, remains its own glory. It remains its own glory. Swamahimni, in its own glory. Tishtati means remains. What do you mean by it remains in its own glory? Next time, what is that glory? Let us know. Mahimashcharya Rupatva Akhandaikara Satmata Adharantara Rahitya Tirokaye Sarva Mahimni. What are told? What is that Mahima that is being shown? Akhandaikara Satmata Ashcharya Rupatva Mahima. Akhandaika rasatata Ashcharya Rupatvat Mahima. Adharantarahityaat atra Sthitihi Vacharyate. Atra Sthitihi Vacharyate. Akhandaika rasamata. What is Akhandaika rasata? Akhanda is continuous means we cannot be divided. It is limitless only. Akhanda means limit. Path means here akhanda, without that is limitless. Akhanda is limitless. And it is limitless. At the same time it is eka. Eka, non-dual. What is it at limitless, non-dual? Rasa. What is rasa? Ananda. So that is limitless, non-dual, ananda. Therefore, akhanda eka rasata means it has the status of being limitless, non-dual, ananda. Limitless, non-dual, other word in English, what it is? One word there. English word I am asking. Absolute. 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 Absolute means that it is independent, at the same time limitless. So, limitless, absolute, limitless, non-dual, absolute, that is ananda, which is the status of being such limitless, non-dual, absolute, ananda, super. Therefore, Acharya Rupatva. Something having such an absolute Ananda Swarupa is something which is, wonder why? In the creation, all Anandas are limited. Which is the highest Ananda? Look, I have asked what question? What is the question? Come on, let me tell me. What did I ask? I didn't say just like that. Something other, some clause was there. In the creation I asked. The creation which is the highest Ananda. I have not asked the highest Ananda. In the creation means that is what, which is the one in the creation? Sleep. Then you become Kumbhakarna. Brahmaloka. Brahmaloka, and that also Hiranyagarbha. status of Hiranyagarbha as Jnani, different thing. But Hiranyagarbha as Upadhitaha, he has the highest Ananda. Hiranyagarbha, what you call Brahmaji, we say, as Upadhi, he has the highest Ananda. So even for others, in where Brahmaloka, highest standard of living is there, that also is what? That is only we can have. But that is also subject to termination. Even Hiranyagarbha has to one day give up his embodiment. And when he gives up embodiment, that Ananda is not there. This is something else. And that Ananda is dependent on which embodiment? Hiranyagarbha's embodiment. Here see, without depending on anything, limitless Ananda. Really it is a wonder. So, Ascharya Rupatva. So therefore he says, Mahima. It is a glory. It is a glory of this Paramatma Sarupa. That which is limitless Ananda Sarupa without depending on anything else. So therefore it is called Mahima. And that is fine. Why it was told Swamahimni eva tishtati. Paramatma remains, abides in one's own glory. That is Swamahimni, that is locative case is there. It remains in its glory. Tishtati means what? Remains. Where? In its own glory. Something remaining somewhere, what does it imply? The one who remains and where it remains, two different things are involved. Truly there is nothing like that. So therefore that tishtati shows some abidance, some state as it were. That state, truly no state, just secondarily, because otherwise you can't express. That is why it is said Adharantara Rahitya. Adharantara means Anyaha Adharaha Adharantara. Anyaha Adharaha. Other support, other base. So that is what is called as other substratum. So that is Anyadhara, which is not there. Adharantara Rahitya. So for this Brahma, Svavyatirikstasya Adharasya Abhavat. For Paramatma Brahma, Svavyatirikstasya, something distinct from oneself, Adharasya, some base or some support is not there, Abhavat. What this such a thing is called? A thing doesn't depend on anything else. It and itself exists. What it is called? Swatasiddha or self-existent. It is self-existent. So Adharantara means self-existent. So Swatasiddha. So therefore, Atra means in the second line of this 63 where Swamahimni eva tishtati. In this statement, Swamahimni eva tishtati. Here Atra Sthitihi upacharyati. That sthiti means tishtati, remains. A state is indicated. That is only what? Upacharyate means upacharataha katyate. Secondarily told, truly not so. Not something abiding in somewhere. So, this way, who does this? This Paramatma. What was the question? Who is teaching to whom? Don't tell Swami Shuddhabodhananda. Who is teaching to whom? Prajapati to Valakhilya. And that is narrated by Shakayana to Brihadrata. Okay, keep in mind. Now, Valakhilya's have got down. What was the question to which Prajapati replied like this? This body is inert in nature. Who makes it sentient? And who prompts it to take to corresponding function? That was the question by Valakhilya, to which Prajapati replied. So who does this now? And Parameshwaraha, there is the Vedanam Uttare Bhage, means he is described in the Upanishad. That Parameshwara means Paramatma Brahma Tattva does it. And that what is the swarup of that? What was told as? Which is Akhandaika Rasa. Akhandaika Rasatmata. It is what? Akhandaika Rasatmata. So that is what that means, which is nothing but limitless Ananda Swarupa, independent of everything, no base as another. That is self-existent principle. Now the question is, such a thing, can it have any desire? Can it have any desire? Who can have desire? One who is lacking something, one who has no ananda can have desire, legitimate. Now this is akhandaika rasa, which is said as mahima, etc. It can't have any desire. Why did it do all these things? Why the sharira was made sentient by that, and also prompted the sharira to take to its corresponding function? Why did it do that? Truly speaking, it should not do. Who can do? One who has got desire. This is something which has no desire. So, Valakilyas have got that down. So, why did it do that when it has no desire? Such line is question asked by Valakilya. Up to iti chet, second line up to iti chet, that is a question asked by Valakilya, for which Prajapati is now thereafter is answering. Anichhasye drushasyaitad Anichhasye drushasyaitad Deha nirvahanam katham Iti chet swamsha rupena Dehe vasthaya nirvahayet. Take sandhi breaking first after a sandhi. Anichhasya idrishasya etad deha nirvahanam katham. Then dehe avasthaya. Now anvaya. Idrishasya anichhasya etad deha nirvahanam katham. Iti che. That question is over. Answer now. Swamsha rupena dehe avasthaya nirvahi. Idrishasya anichhasya. Idrishasya anichhasya parameshwarasya. In the case of Parameshwara, who is of such nature. Idrisha. What is that nature? All told so far. Shuddha, Putaha, Shunyaha, Shantaha, Apranaha, Anishaha, Anantaha, Akshayaha, Asthiraha, Shashvataha, Ajaha, Swatantraha, Swamahimni, Tishtati. Of such nature who is described like this, Idrishasya, and he is by such a one should necessarily be Aniccha, because it is limitless. So, and Ananda Sarupa, Anichhasya, etad deha nirvahanam katham. This sustaining the body, maintaining the body, making the body function, how is it? Why should it be and how is it so? Katham, how does it take place? Iti che. If that is the question, actually this is the question asked by who? Valakilyas to Prajapati. Prajapati answers, Swamsha rupena dehe avasthaya nirvahi. So Prajapati says, so that Parameshwaraha, Paramatma, Brahma, Swamsha rupena, as a part of itself, where it abides, dehe avasthaya, remaining in deha, nirvahe, sustains the body, maintains the sharira, sustains the sharira. How? Now the question is, if it is ananta, limitless, how can it stay in the body? How is it possible? You can be in this hall. Why? Because you are smaller than the, suppose an elephant. Elephant can be, but the problem is of entering. It will knock down the wall and come. But still it can be in the hall. So now the thing is, which is all pervasive everywhere, how can it be in only a place called Deha? After it will be shown like Ghatakasha, like pot space. Space is everywhere, but we say it abides in the pot, like that Ansha. Now Ghatakasha, pot space, can be considered as part of total space. Truly it is not. For Vyavahara, what we say, it is part of. But Whether Paramarthatah, truly it is not. Like that, Vyavaharatah, Swamshena, Swamsharupena, by its part, in terms of the Sakshi Chaitanya available in this embodiment, that is called as Amsha. So, Swamsharupena, Dehe Avasthaya, remaining this body, what does it do? Nirvahit, it sustains the body, maintains the body. And this can be what? Certainly cognized, directly cognized by the jnanis. Sa evokto deha sakshi vidvadbhiranubhuyate netarai sukshma rupoyam indriya vishayatvatah saha eva deha sakshi and iti shrutya uktah. Saha eva deha sakshi and iti shrutya uktah. Further add saha, again saha to be added. Saha vidvadbhihi anubhuyate. Second line, sandhi you take first. Na itaraihi sukshma rupaha ayam indriya vishayatvatah. Now anvaya itaraihi na. Stop. Ayam indriya vishayatvatah sukshma rupaha. Other sentence. Itaraihi na. If you want, after na add there adhyara. Itaraihi na anubhuyate. Itaraihi na add anubhuyate. Ayam indriya vishayatvatah sukshma rupaha. Saha eva. Saha eva means the very same Parameshwaraha, Paramatma eva. Deha sakshi is the one who is the sakshi, the one who makes know us this deha, the illuminator of deha, the one who makes us know the deha, deha sakshi. Iti, so who has told? Shrutya eva uktaha, saha utshrutya uktaha. So it is told by Shruti. Saha, again saha, that Paramatma who is available as deha sakshi in each and every embodiment. Saha, who can be verified by whom? Such people, by such people it can be verified. By whom it is, it can be verified. Vidvadbhi anubhuyat. It is experienced by who? Vidwan. Vidwan means jnani. Jnani who have got the right frame of mind, who have conducted the proper inquiry as guided by the Upanishads, so they can directly cognize that, they can have the Atma Anubhava, which is nothing but that Atma, which is identical with Brahma. They can verify that. Means it is not something which cannot be verified, it is verifiable. If Vidwan is not scholar here, Vidwan is Jnani. So we have got Aparoksha Jnana, the Jnana Nishthaha, Sita Pradnyaha. So if they can, if Jnanis can have the Anubhava, why not others? If it is their Sakshi, it is in the everyone, is it not? Or only in their case it is so? In other case, Saitan is remaining, huh? It is everywhere. Why others know? Because, not because it is not there, but the mind is not ready for that. So therefore, and its nature being so, it cannot be perceived by sense organs. So, itaraihi na anubhuyate, by others who are not vidwan, means who are not jnanis, who don't have the right disposition to gain this knowledge, they can't. So, why? So, the reason is ayam. Ayam means this Parameshwaraha, Paramatma, who is available as Deha Sakshi in this body, Indriya Vishayatvatah. Indriyanam Avishayaha, Indriya Vishayaha. Is not an Avishaya means na Vishaya. Not a Vishaya, not an object of Indriya. Why so? It is no, it is Sukshmatah, the Sukshma Rupaha. That is, no, because, why Sukshma? Because Indriya Vishayatvatah is not an object of Indriya. Indriyas can perceive only that which has got Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. This is Indriyas. It is Anubhava Gocharaha Atma. It is not a Vishaya of Indriya. So Indriya Vishayatata, being not an object of Indriyas, it is Sukshma Rupaha. It is subtle in nature. Means it cannot be perceived by sense organs. Cannot be an object of Karmendriya also. Means it is Agrahyaha Adrishyaha. Agrahya cannot be an object of Karmendriya, nor cannot be object of Jnanendriya. So it is something which is not available for their objectification. It is also Purna, Purusha. It is called also Purusha. Why? Purnatvat Purushakhyosav Dehe Swamshena Vartate Buddhi Purvam Yatha Suptaha Svechaya Pratibudhyate. Anvaya Asau Purnatvat Purushakhya. Asau Purnatvat Purushakhya Dehe Swamshena Vartate. Dehe Swamshena Vartate Yatha Suptaha Buddhi Purvam Svechaya Pratibudhyate. It is connected to next stanza. Take the next stanza. Adhyapakah pradosheshu Madhyaratre prabudhyate Svechaya paramatmapi Tatha tramshena vartatam. Add there Yathacha. Adhyapakah pradosheshu madhyaratre prabudhyate Svechaya Tatha. Tatha, second line Tatha Svechaya, add eva Paramatma api atra anshena vartata. Atra anshena vartata. First, the Sakshi itself is, that is who Paramatma, who is available as Sakshi in this body, itself is called as Purushaha. That is why it is so. Asau. Asau means this Parameshwaraha, Paramatma, Brahma. Purnatva, being Purna. What is Purna again? Limitless. Limitless. So that purpose, no limitation. Ananta, Purna. Purnatva. Purushakhyaha. Called as Purusha. Akhya means name. It has got a name, Purushaha. And what does it do? Dehe swamshena vartate. Abides here in the Deha by its own part. Swamshena vartate. The question was, Anichasya idrishasya anichasya etad deha nirvahanam katham. So, how come one who is free from desire can abide here in this body? Answer is, in the Shruti it is given, Svechaya. Svechaya means on one's own accord, on one's own will. That Svechaya, which was told in the Shruti, is now explained with the help of two illustrations. Svechaya means not prompted by anyone, not forced by anyone, out of one's own volition, out of one's own will. That is now explained in this way. Dehe, now Dehe Swamshena Varpat. Abides in the body as one of it by a part of itself. How? That is what? Svechaya. So that Svechaya, he says, with the help of illustration, Yatha Suptaha Buddhi Purvam Svechaya Pratibudhyate. Just as a person who is suptaha. Suptaha means one who is asleep. Buddhi purvam means intentionally, purposefully. So what gets pratibuddhyate, gets up. How? Svechaya means one's own accord. When you get up, how do you get up? Because somebody forces? No. Of course, except here in Mahabaleshwar camp. Because Bombay used to get up late. So here, hey, get up, 4 o'clock, bell is given. So you have to go for meditation. Then others, roommates may force you. That is a different thing. Otherwise, so, okay, you continue. But a time will come, on your own you will be waking up. Why? Why not sleep? Okay, you can continue and 1 more hour. Okay, sleep. Another 1 hour. 9:30. Then what? Nobody need. Of course, it depends. It can be 11:30 also. Nowadays it can be what 2:30 also. All everything is going on nowadays. Anyway, but a time will come when the person has to wake up. Why? The body is not designed only for sleeping. Even Kumbhakarna has to get up after 6 months. How? Svechaya only. Kumbhakarna also used to get up after 6 months Svechaya, but for others it is 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. But for him it was only difference was 6 months. That's all. But it also is what? Svechaya, because body has got other needs. It is not only for sleeping. If it were for sleeping, there is no need of this body. This body is meant to eke out certain experiences which are possible only in the waking and the dream, except absence of everything in the sleep. The fellow will be thrown out by prarabdha karma. So that is that. So svechaya pratibuddhyate. On one's own accord, he gets up. Another illustration is given based on the olden days, that is the teaching. Again, another thing for svechaya only, another example is yathacha, just as adhyapakaha. Adhyapakaha, a teacher. Which teacher? The teacher who teaches Vedic chanting. Olden days, not any teacher. So Vedic chanting, pradosheshu madhyaratri. On the pradosha day, so madhyaratri, maybe something must be there to teach certain things of Vedas. So madhyaratri, in the midnight, what does he do? Prabudhyate. Why? To teach the student. There must be something which is to be taught at that particular hour only. So he wakes up. So why? Because he has to teach. Without waking up, how can he teach? So therefore, so madhyaratri means something is there, some purpose is there, and therefore he wakes up. Madhyaratri prabudhyate. So tatha, in the same manner, svechaya eva. These two illustrations are to show how on one's own accord this is being done. So Paramatma api tatha svechaya eva, on one's own accord only. Even Paramatma, not because somebody told. So Paramatma was told, come on, what you do? Make this body sentient and make it function. Means who will be Paramatma afterward? That one who commands will be the true boss, not that way. So Paramatma api atra. Atra means dehi, in this body. Anshena vartata. Let it remain, means he remains. That Paramatma also in this body remains as a part of, in its own part. So how he remains, that is explained here. See, Anshena was told all along, but what is that Ansha? How is it possible? That was not told. 65. Swamsha rupena dehe avasthaya nirvahe, it was told. Again here, tatha atra Anshena vartatam. It remains in the by its part. What is that part? How is it possible for all pervasive Paramatma, who is Chaitanya Swarupa, to abide in part? That is explained, that Ansha. What is meant by Ansha? It is like this, like the Ghatakasha. Pratideham tu chinmatraha Ghatakasha iva sthitaha Deham sakshitaya janan Kshetradnya iti kathyate. Chinmatraha. Before that, you can make adhyara. Akashaha iva purnaha api ayam. Then chinmatraha. Before chinmatra, make a adhyara. Add this sentence. not sentence, phrase. Akashaha iva purnaha api ayam. Then Akashaha iva purnaha api ayam. Then Chinmatraha pratideham tu घटाकाशः इव स्थितः. घटाकाशः इव स्थितः. Add further. Tam अध्यार देहं साक्षितया जानन् क्षेत्रज्ञः इति कथ्यते. This Paramatma, how is he? Akashaha iva purnaha api. Even though limitless, full and complete, like Akasha, all pervasive. Here, Akasha iva purnaha api means even though all pervasive. So this Chinmatra, again Chinmatra. What is that Matra? Nothing but Chaitanya. Only Chaitanya Tattva, only nothing but Chaitanya Tattva. Only pure awareness principle, nothing other than that is there. So Chinmatra. Pratideham tu. With respect to each and every embodiment, not only human embodiment, all varieties of embodiment, with respect to each and every embodiment, tu means in contrast to its sarvavyapitva, which is all pervasive nature, therefore a part is just not possible. In spite of that, tu ghatakashaha iva chitaha. Pratideham means in each and every embodiment, how it remains sitaha, ghatakashaha iva, like pot space. Really speaking, all pervasive space cannot abide in pot. But we say pot space, actually what abides in what? Pot is abiding in space. Pot is remaining in space. But for Vyavahara we say ghatakasha, that is the space is limited by pot, we say. So like that, ghatakashaha iva, like ghatakasha. So it is sitaha, abides in the body. That is what is called ansha. So that is otherwise, really speaking, ansha of Paramatma is not possible. But in this way we say ansha. Again, the same Paramatma who is available as Sakshi and remains in this body as ansha, further is called as kshetrajnaha. Tam means tam Paramatmanam. Deham sakshitaya janan kshetrajnaha iti kathyate. That same Paramatma who is now abiding in the body as ansha is called as what? Kshetrajnaha iti kathyate. Is called as, said means called as kshetrajna. Why? Deham sakshitaya janan. Knowing the body as sakshi. Sakshi means the one who is making it known itself aloof from the body and all the features of the body. This is how see. Morning meditation we have seen. Body is presented to us through the antakarana vritti corresponding to the body. But that is made known by who? Chaitanya Rupa, Atma, Paramatma. That's how Ansha was told us. Means if it is made known that Paramatma is distinct from the vritti which makes you know the body, including the body, because body and the vritti, they are, that means the vritti corresponds to the body. It is distinct. That's why Sakshi it is said. So Sakshi is not the, is always different from the Sakshya, what it makes you know. So Deham Sakshitaya Janan Kshetrajnaha iti katyate. It is called Kshetrajna because Deha itself is Kshetra. Deha is called Kshetra. Actually whatever that is known is called as Kshetra. Why this body is called Kshetra? Like 13th chapter. Kshatatranat Kshetra. That which saves you from danger. What danger? This human embodiment. Human embodiment is designed to save us from danger. What danger? Danger of samsara. Because there is a provision in the human embodiment called as the faculty of intellect buddhi. By proper use of it, we can gain Atma Jnana. This Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana cannot be gained by any other embodiment in general. Even the denizens in the heavens cannot gain this knowledge except deities. Deities can gain. But ordinary folks in the heavens have no capacity of gaining knowledge because the buddhi is not there. They are bhoga bhumis. That means bhogas, comfort, luxuries are better than here, but no provision to gain the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. That's why they say Devas also aspire to gain the, Devas means not the Devatas, not the deities, society, not the Adhishthana Devatas, but other common folks of heaven, they aspire to gain the human embodiment. And we aspire to gain. If those heavens are not possible, local heavens. Is it not? So that they know the importance. So that's why they say, see, we have not realized the worth of human embodiment. Human embodiment is not for KPM. खाओ पियो मजा करो, खाना पीना सोना, बाद में रोना और बाद में मरना. Yes, that is destined. At least one may not, rona may not be there, but marna to destined is there. Khana pina, that is a modified version of KPM. Khana pina sona marna, not my. You know who told this? Satya Sai Baba told. Khana pina sona marna. Human embodiment is not meant for this. Why? Khana pina sona marna, if that is the goal, any Pashu Pakshi embodiment is more than enough. It is better embodiment. Do you know why? For here, khana pina sona ke liye, how much you have to sweat and toil? Even at 2.5 years age, you have to run to go to KG. And that admission is very difficult. You have to, the parents have to shell 50,000, 1 lakh to get the admission. The fellow is what? Just 2.5, not even 2.5 years. You know, I heard somewhere it says, nowadays even parents also expect that much. Some child of 2 years at Gateway of India was swimming for 2.5 years to get the name in the Guinness Book. What that child knows about Guinness Book? Come on. A 2 years child, what sense it can have about that? Who has trusted that in the mind? Parents. Think of it. Make a child, maybe it was swimming, etc., but make it in the ocean like this, etc. Means certain it may do it, but still no fear, etc. See the ambitions of the parents. And that also, if something worth, okay. Abhi aa gaya, kya, what a big thing. You know that one, I think one poetry was there. Sir, nameless and children or something was there, you know? Some poetry, some poem was there. Where, Sir, nameless and children, somebody it seemed, you know, some king or something, he wanted to be so famous. And he erected in a huge garden a big statue of his. Afterward, that empire crumbled. And this, etc., even the name, etc., the statue was falling down, the name, etc., got erased, and the children, no, a place, not even a garden, it was no more a garden, a place, and this thing, children were playing, etc., trampling that statue. It was not vertical, it was horizontal. So it was horizontal. So it was the thing, and they didn't know any name, Sir Nameless. And the children, it's an interesting story it was. In Egypt, someone was there. So that is 56 feet height statue was there. Now also it is there. The only difference is it was vertical earlier, now it is horizontal. That's what. And he was a very famous emperor. That is, and of course that whose it is known. So like this, what it comes in the Guinness Book, what great thing is there. So like this. Anyway, so that is fine. Kshetrajnaha. Now this body. Now body is what? Kshetra. Kshetra. That is why Kshatatranat. Kshatatranat means what? By that is what? Protecting from the Kshata. What is danger now? Samsara. The goal of life is not khana, pina, sona, marna, but it is what? Having been born as a human being, there is a duty towards ourselves. Why? Because this body is designed for getting freedom from samsara, which is not possible even in so-called heavenly embodiment. That's why Kenopanishad gives a warning. Iha chedavedit atha satyamasti. If you gain this knowledge right now in this embodiment, because in kena kena prakarena, have you got human embodiment or not? Anyone has got doubt about it? No. We have no doubt about our human embodiment. Having got the embodiment, we should make the optimum use of that, and that optimum use can be only in Atmajnana. Not for khana, sona, marna, because other embodiments can do better. Now here, a child, no, see, in human embodiment, what you have to do? For khana, pina, sona, what you need? What is required? Paisa. How you have to earn? You have to earn it. Earn it means from childhood onwards you educate, etc. Afterwards, job or business or something, go on like that. How long it will continue? Animals and birds, beasts do it better. You know why? They don't go to school. They don't go to college. They don't go to office. They don't run any business. But what? Khavo, pivo, maja karo, all they have. Who is better? Common sense has to tell now. After investment of so much, you get some khana pina sona, whereas they, without any sweating and toiling, they automatically get. Which is better? And here, if you want to eat more, you can't, because stomach is stomach is small. But buffalo can eat more. It can eat more than us because it has got a bigger stomach. Yes, there are certain animal embodiments which can have better sense enjoyment than human embodiment, because that particular embodiment is designed for that. However, a glutton may be, there's a limit to what can eat in the human embodiment, but a buffalo, an elephant, how much it can eat? The body is sobering. So like this, if sense enjoyment alone is the goal of life, there are better embodiment than human embodiment. But human embodiment is designed for a specific purpose which cannot be accomplished in any other embodiment, except the exceptions in some heavenly embodiment, not general embodiments of heaven. So that is moksha. Therefore, so having been born as human being, in the beginning, no doubt we have got duties towards ourselves, no, towards the family, towards the society, towards the nation. Finally, the Shastra tells, my dear sir, you have got duty towards yourself also as a human being. And what is that duty? Before iha chedavedit atha satyamasti. Before the body falls, better you gain the knowledge. If not gained, you have lost such a precious chance. When the next chance comes, anybody's guess. We don't know. By the karma phalas, etc., it can be after many thousands of years. At that time, the conducive environment may not be there. Better get it here itself. So that's why atha nachediha vedit mahati vinashtihi. From that standpoint, says, so now here this body kshatatranat, because it saves us from the danger of samsara, it is called kshetra. Again, this body is called kshetra because, like a field, in the field you sow the seeds and reap the harvest. So in this body, by karmas, what you do? You reap the harvest of karma phalas. Therefore, this body is called as kshetra. 13th chapter Gita, it is a kshetratna vibhaga. There what is kshetra is told by Bhashyakara. So kshetradnya. So one who knows the body as sakshi, he is called as what? Kshetradnya iti katyate. Again, the presence of Paramatma in this body, in terms of ansha, can certainly be inferred. How? All the functions, sankalpa, vikalpa, nishchaya, memory, again, perception, act, karmas, etc., done by this inert embodiment necessarily should have a sentient principle. The very fact that this inert embodiment body does all this must be, that means we can certainly infer that a sentient tattva, that is Paramatma, is there. So, sankalpadinam chetana kartrikatva. Sankalpa, a consideration, a doubt, and a decision. All these are done by whom? A chetana karta must be there, one who is sentient in nature. Sankalpa adinam chetana kartrikatva. Api, because of this also, dehavasthitaha sakshi anumiyata. The sakshi who is abiding in this deha, the Paramatma as abiding in the deha as sakshi, Anumiyata, may it be inferred. That is what is being now inferred. Sankalpadhyavasayabhi manaireshonumiyatam sarvairakshairupetvatvat sankalpadyasya sambhavet एषः sankalpadhyavasayabhimanaihi. I think Rekara may not be there in our book. Put it. Or it is there person. Eshaha sankalpadhyavasayabhimanaihi. See, while reading, I had stopped at sankalpadhyavasayabhi. It cannot be stopped there. But just for convenience, I stopped there. Mana is not a separate word. Abhimana it is. So, Eshaha sankalpadhyavasayabhimanaihi anumiyatam sarvaihi akshaihi upetatvat asya sankalpadi asya sankalpadyasya asya sankalpadi sambhavet eshaha viditesha paramatma purushaha, here available as sakshi anumiyatam. His presence may it be inferred by what? By these things. Sankalpa is consideration, considering something. Only a sentient entity can do that. Adhyavasaya, that decision. So decision, who can do that? A sentient entity. That is all this Sachetana entity only can do that. Further, Abhimana here is Ahankara or Tadatmya with the body. I am this. So that only, I am this body, etc. Only who can do? The Sachetana entity only can do, sentient entity can do. By this, Eshaha, this Purusha, Sakshi or Paramatma in this body can be done. What can be done? Anumiyata, may it be inferred. The question is, if this Paramatma is avikriya, etc. was told, without change whatsoever, how can it do sankalpa, vikalpa and adhyavasaya? Because volition, consideration, decision or taking the body as I, all this requires the vikriya, some change, some modification. And your Paramatma is free from change, modification. How is it possible? Answer is given. Sarvaihi akshaihi upetatva. Because this Atma, Paramatma is upetaha, endowed with sarvaihi akshaihi. By all, aksha means indriyas. By all indriyas, jnanendriyas, karmendriyas, and by upalakshana, antakarna. Anabuddhi ahankara chitta also. So, being endowed with all the indriyas and antakarna. Asya means for atmanaha, sankalpadi sambhavi. Sankalpa, adhyavasaya, abhimana, all these are what? Possible. Itself is avikriya, but because of these instruments of indriyas and antakarna, etc., because of that it is possible. So therefore, through the consideration, sankalpa, decision, identifying the body, it can be done by only sachetana in nature. We can infer that if this inner body does it, there must be some sentient tattva, that is Paramatma tattva, available here as Sakshi, that can be certainly inferred. How so? Because a Jada thing cannot do all this on its own. Jada thing cannot do. So this Chaitanya only is the one who makes the body function. Chetanasya eva deha prerakatvam. This Paramatma, which Chaitanya Swarupa, that only makes the body function. This is explained with the illustration. Chetanasya eva deha prerakatvam sodaharanam vishadayati. With an illustration is explained now that this that is स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति